Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I am going to do a makeup tutorial. Like, I'm just going to do my everyday makeup tutorial. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is take off my glasses, and then I use the Ted Baker body lotion as a moisturiser. But first I just take some 3-in-1 cleansing face wipes, and I just wipe my skin of any excess makeup from like the day before, or just to like clean my skin normally. So I just put that all over my skin, and I know I do have a little bit of makeup on, so I'm just going to remove that now. And these wipes are very, very, very refreshing. And then now I've taken my makeup off, you can see my under eyes and like I get red here. So I just let my skin dry. Now what I'm going to do is my moisturiser. So as I said before, I use the Ted Baker body lotion, and I just like use the stick. Oh god, that's way too much. And I just pop that all over my skin, and now I look so stupid, but then I just use my hands just to rub it in. And my concealer goes so well with this. Well, as you can see, I put way too much on, so I just use a wipe and just like take some of it off, just because if I put way too much on, my concealer won't set into my skin that well. So I just want to blend that in so it's like all sunk into my skin. And if I'm looking like over here, it's because I've got a mirror, because I'm just using this mirror, which is literally just there, so that works perfectly fine. So now when that's all blended, I then take my concealer. So I use the Rimmel London Match Perfection concealer. And the reason I use the concealer all over my skin is because normally I don't want kind of a really like high coverage. So I just use, oh god, I just use a concealer just over my skin. And as you can tell, it's quite light for my skin, but that's okay, because with like the contour and all that, everything will be fine. So as you can do like 3 lines on each side, and then like my under eye. And I'm running out so much of this. I need to get loads more. So basically that's how much concealer I put on, and I look like one of them like people from like a tribe at the moment. And then I just take a beauty blender, this one's quite damp, and I just blend it all over my skin. So just blend it around my skin, just all under my eyes, and using a damp beauty blender will make it kind of look more airbrushed and give it a nicer effect when it's all blended, which I love, because when I kind of have a cakey effect, I have to rub it all off and everything and start again. Maybe I literally just put myself in the eye. And now onto my forehead. My forehead is dark, like you can see the colour contrast, which is obviously not that good, but I use the beauty blender and another brush in a minute to help blend. Then I go in with, I don't know how to pronounce this, I think it's a kiwi or a kiva, but I just go in with a buffing brush and just buff this all over my skin, just like so. And this as well as using the Beauty Blender. The Beauty Blender just presses it on the skin. This kind of really works into the skin, which will keep it on your face for longer. So when obviously you're in your room doing your makeup, you don't want to make a mess. And by the way, I'm just picking everything out of my makeup bag. You don't want to make a mess. So I like to use a pressed powder instead of like loose powder. And this is the Miss Sporty So Clear anti-spot. And it's 1, 2, 3 pressed powder, mattifies, hydrates your skin apparently. And this is just in the shade 001 transparent, but it's like really it's kind of got a tingy colour, and I like it because it comes with like a mirror as well. And I just use this broken brush just to powder my whole skin with it. I feel like I just need to move a little bit closer to the camera, so I'll do that right now. I think that's a little bit better. So now for contour, I will take my contour brush, which is this one, and this is just from You Spicy 29. This is the 29 brush, and it's like an angled brush, which I like because it just fits there perfectly. And the contour I am using is from my Sephora palette, and I like this palette because it comes with like loads of eyeshadows, and then it comes with lip stuff, and then it comes with like blushes, highlights, and then this green, which I don't use, and then like another highlight, and then this I use as a contour, and it's a pinky shade. Like, it's not that contourish, it is quite pink, but I just use it anyway because it just is a beautiful colour to use as a contour. And I just work this like this. Can you see it's quite pink? And I just work it into my skin like that. But over the top, which you'll see in a minute, I will pop a kind of a brown, which I use as well. So obviously this makeup look is not my everyday makeup look, because obviously I go to school still, so I can't wear this for school. I'm just going to put it under my neck. So I wear it like at weekends and for like parties or anything like that where I can wear makeup. And then I'm just going to powder it all over my skin because like it's like a nice bronzy effect. And then if it's behind here I can use it, but if it's not then I'll just have to use something else. Here it is, I've got it, it's in my like, little thing. I use an eyeshadow which is really weird but it's really nice on my skin, so I just use this like brown, and I'll just pick a little bit up and just put it on my skin because the brown will kind of make it that contour contrast to the pink. You can't really see it on the camera, but trust me, it is going on my skin. Otherwise I probably wouldn't be filming this video. So let's just massage that into my skin. Now for highlight, I don't like putting a really bright highlight, so at the same time I'm using kind of a nice white, this white here, out of this eyeshadow palette, and it's not very highlighty. I mean, it's not very bright. You can kind of see it. Then I go back in with my Sephora palette with this really white shade, which I don't use a lot of because when I do use a lot of it I tend to get glitter everywhere, and when I mean everywhere I do mean everywhere. Can you see that? Oh my god, that's so nice and pretty. And then I just, oh my god, can you see that? Oh my, I just blend it not all over my skin. That is insane. Just, it's like so big, and then I then go back in with my beauty blender just over the top just to kind of press it into my skin so it stays there for longer. And normally after this I then wash my beauty blender because it's got glitter on everything and I don't want to then blend my foundation in with glitter all over it. So now onto eyes. I'm going to use my Miss Beauty London Volumizing Mascara in brown. I use the brown mascara in the day because, like, I just think it works better, so I'm just going to go closer to the camera. My eyelashes, like, are already long, but I just find that this makes them extra long. Like, can you see, there's my eyelashes with mascara and there's my eyelashes without. They just make them more black, like more like of a strong colour. And I like it because it like emphasises my eyes. Whoa! Okay, now for lip colour. I am tied between two, but I think I'm going to use my MAC Velvet Teddy and my Revolution liquid lip, and this goes very kind of I don't know how to put it, like bitty, or like it just comes off, and I find that without like a cream underneath kind of goes really horrible. So then I just put my, this isn't run out, I've got another one, but I just then apply this on. And now this could be it, this could be your end of my makeup, because like them lips are pretty nice. But I want to then put my Revolution one on. And this one is a tad bit darker. It is so creamy. So this is my finished makeup look. So my eyes, my face, my lips. And I hope you enjoyed my makeup look, like for my everyday routine, and I hope you give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe. Love you, bye.